What up, my dudes, and welcome back to another recommendation day. We're on part 6 already, which kind of blows my mind because I feel like I haven't been doing this for that long, but I guess we have been, and it's been bananas. I've been discovering so many wicked movies thanks to you guys and just opening up my horror palette. And I hope that by doing this and by sharing what other people are watching too, it's opening up all your horror palettes too, because I don't know about you, I get so stuck sometimes in like a certain genre or like whatever, and I'm like, nah, I'm not watching anything else. So yeah, this has like legit been huge to me, and I really appreciate everybody contributing to this, watching or throwing me recommendations, all that jazz. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Let's start our day. I'm so stoked. We were so paranoid because we've had like tornado watches and what do you call it, severe thunderstorm warnings like all day. So far we just got shitty rain, no tornadoes, hopefully. Hopefully still not, but yeah, we still have power and that's all that matters. So let's get on with this, especially while I still have like everything going, right? So I'm gonna start with yeah, we'll start with this one. Okay, so Cabin in the Woods. Right? Why haven't I seen it yet? It's been one of those movies. Don't ask me why. I've always known about. I've always seen like the first 20 minutes of the film, and then I've always fallen asleep. I think I've just always put it on before bed or something. Vertical Vic, good guy. Horizontal Vic, like anything lying down, I'm done, guys. I'm seeping. So, thank you so much. This is a massive shout out to my boy at Cellblock69. Great name, right? He's on Insta and on TikTok. Wicked dude who also loves horror, who also recommends all kinds of awesome stuff. Highly suggest you guys follow him. But he had posted Cabin in the Woods, and I was like, you know what, dude? For you, I'm gonna watch this and see how great this is. And you know what, guys? It's a pretty damn silly good movie, okay? This isn't my typical horror that I'd be like, okay, like, I'm gonna watch this. Because it's like a satire type of horror movie, I guess you'd say. Like, it has like a goofiness to it. It has like, you remember the movie Saturday the 14th? Hi, I'm old. But like now, you know, where you have this like, I mean, that's more like a scary movie, I guess. This has smarts behind it and it's super good. Anyways, so Cabin in the Woods starts off with a bunch of friends going into the woods, blah blah blah. And, like, you keep getting these flashes of, like, these dudes in, like, lab coats, like, no, we're making sure everything's going on. So right away you kind of get this, like, okay, what's going on with these kids? Is this all, like, some kind of test or something? Anyways, I don't want to spoil if somebody hasn't seen this movie before, but this movie is bananas, okay, guys? It takes, it's like, you think you're getting into The Evil Dead. This movie is all horror tropes, right? And, like, it makes you think you're getting into this kind of, oh no, these dumb teenagers are summoning up something again. And then it takes like a full-on twist. And you just get thrown down this like spiral of like chaos. Like dinosaurs, monsters, all kinds of things. I just remember at one point I was like, what's happening? But yeah, I don't want to ruin it if you haven't seen it. But yeah, it's just bananas. It's bonkers. And it was refreshing. To me, this was, I know it probably came out so many years ago. It's still refreshing to me, okay? So, yeah. Awesome suggestion, my dude. I really appreciate that one. So, Cabin in the Woods. Definitely put on your watch list if you haven't seen it yet, guys. Definitely. What's next? I didn't get to watch that many this week, so don't yell at me. Bride of the Reanimator. So this is because of I wish not to lose anonymity. I can never say that word. Anonymity. Anyways, from YouTube. Told me to watch this. And a bunch of you were just like, watch all of them. So the Bride of the Reanimator, so good. Okay, and it was one of these things where I kind of almost watched it back to back. I had just finished watching the original Reanimator, and then it was like the next following day I threw on that, and I was like, yes, same cast, same kind of vibe going on. You have like, I love how, so, I've already forgot his name. Herbert, Dr. Herbert. Anyways, give me a break. The dude with the glasses is still in it. Dr. Dan's still in it. But he's all like, oh my god, my wife. And they're all like, oh my god, let's bring her back to life. But like in the meantime, they have some new bunker that they're working out of. Like, I like how they started off that they're like working with army men. Because I'm like, that's so smart. like, work on a bunch of, like, army men and make them come back to life, and then they keep fighting if they do. Anyways. So good. And, like, they bring back the other guy from the original who they chop his head off, who's all like, nah, it's just me, I'm a head. And it's so funny how he gets brought into this film through, like, another doctor who's, like, going through the evidence, like, oh, what's this cool serum? And it's like, don't do it! That's, this entire, the Reanimator series to me is like, stop! Just quit experimenting on things. And they don't. And it's just, it's so fun. It's very fun. And, like, again, I don't usually lean towards fun horror movies. Like, Motel Hell to me is a fun one, but it's still more on the dark side if you think about it. I don't know, I find. But yeah, so Bride of the Reanimator, totally worth a watch. Like, that was actually a really good sequel. You know, like, people hate sequels, very good sequel. Alright, next. Ooh, Lord of Illusions. That was Senor Galloway from YouTube, who recommended me to watch The Lord of Illusions. It's a, oh, I'm having a brain fart. It's a Clive Barker one, or written by Clive Barker. Anyways, so good. This movie, I was like, give it a chance, okay? Anybody who's not seen this, but you like 80s, 90s kind of horror, give it a chance. Because, like, those first 15 minutes, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? But it's worth it. Because, like, once you make it past it, you get, like this dude is like, I'm a cop, and, like, I gotta figure this mystery out. And, like, this dude is like, I'm like David Copperfield, but I'm also, like, really into dark stuff. And you're just like, yeah. Anyways, bananas. Again, a really good film. But this one was more like, you know, you got demons coming in, and you're like, is it magic? Or is it, like, black magic? Like, what's going on? Like, why is, you know, this dude end up dead? And, or we think he's dead. I'm gonna not spoil that. I'm kind of the worst, guys, sometimes. I slip little things that I probably shouldn't. It's not that bad. Anyways, it's a great film. It really takes you on, like, a little ride. And, like, I love, like, the fun humor within it. And also, the effects are pretty damn good. Literally, like, even, like, the main illusion that ends up offing the dude, I'm like, yes! Oh, again, a spoiler. My bad, guys. But yeah, everything was really cool about this movie. I'm so glad I got to watch it. I don't know why I didn't see it sooner, because I feel like it had that vibe. It kind of had that feel, like, I'd say, aesthetically, maybe, that I was watching... Not In the Mouth of Madness, the other one, like Prince of Darkness. It kind of has that feel behind it, in a sense. But, like, throw in some demons. Throw in, like, a detective who's like, I ain't giving up. And, like, has the hots for, like, the lady. It's like your classic, like, don't worry, we'll get through this, even though I don't even know what these demons are. Anyways, so good. Watch it. Thank you for making me watch it. So you guys should watch, too, if you haven't seen it. Alright. The last one, because, guys, I legit did not have that much time this week. I've been going ham. These two dudes are done. They're just drying. I've been going ham on all my orders, trying to catch up from the blackout we had, like, last month. So, give me a break. I'll be able to catch up, hopefully, this week. I'm watching tons of stuff that you guys already threw down. So, here we go. The last one on my list is Oculus. And that was Nick Brigadier. So, on Instagram, he is NGBGTRS. He makes wicked guitars. Nick was like, you should watch Oculus, because it's, like, a newer horror movie. And I'm like, oh, newer horror, right? It is on Netflix, I think, still. And I had to give it the shot, because I had heard, not just from Nick, but I had seen it on Facebook recently. I've seen it on a lot of Reddit posts recently. I'm like, okay, what the hell's up with this movie? Like, I'll cave, I'll watch it. Not bad. Not bad. Okay? Like, in my opinion, it's about a 5 on 10. It's worth a watch for, like, a new horror movie. Are you going to be terrified? No. Is the concept different? Yeah. So, it's basically, Oculus is like... okay, you're talking, like, a brother and a sister that go through this traumatic event in, like, their, like, house they used to have. And it was all about these mirrors. And they thought these mirrors were haunted or, you know, produced ghosts or whatever. And, like, their dad kind of went crazy. You know, mom went crazy. So it's basically just these two kids left. And the son ended up shooting his dad, I think, or parents, anyways. So he was in, what do you call that? Like, recuperation type of home for a while. And the sister was just, I guess, off doing her own thing. Anyway, she comes back, he gets out, and he's all healed. He's like, fuck yeah, I've gotten over all this crazy ghost crap. And she's all like, we need to go back to the house. And it's like, no, leave him alone. He just healed. He's good. He's over it. He doesn't even think they're ghosts anymore. Like, you're just being a dick. You're just being a shitty older sister. And that's the movie, guys. No, but literally, it's like she brings him back. They set up cameras. They try to basically make this thing seem like we gotta catch it. It's something real. We gotta capture it. What I thought was neat about this is there was the way they did the time manipulation within it. So, you know, like most ghost stories, it's just like, boom, I'm a ghost. Or like, ooh, I'm gonna throw you around a bit. This one had a lot of this these moments where they would be thrown in like a trance-like state, which we would be watching, and then they would wake up elsewhere. So I found that really to be neat in a way, because like it helps you get into it in a sense. Like it was kind of spooky that way. Did I like the ending? No. Kind of, no. I was like, I felt for this guy the whole time. I was like, your sister's a dick. Like, you've gotten over this. She's just pulling you back anyways. That's just my... That's how I felt about Oculus. But still, it was a treat. It was a treat because it's a movie that I haven't seen yet like that about mirrors. And who isn't freaked out by mirrors, you know what I mean? So there's kind of like this weird alternate universe slash ghost vibe about it. Slash Amityville vibes. Does that make sense? Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy I even got to do this tonight. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I am posting this like now, and I'm so stoked. Let me know if you guys have any other recommendations. I would highly appreciate it, always. You guys know that. And yeah, you guys have a wicked week. If you're not subscribed, you'll get on that. And if you are, thank you guys so much for being a part of this spooky journey. I will be doing more live painting videos on YouTube in the next coming days, weeks. It's coming up, guys, I promise. I've been super stoked. It's just one of those things where you're like, when you're doing a piece of art that you really need to focus on and shit, I find I'd rather, I don't know, it's like my little private space, you know, like those moments. So I've been doing a lot of those. So on to the next. I'm so excited to share with you guys what's coming up. It's going to be good. And hopefully we don't get hit by a tornado tonight. All right, have a great night. Bye.